Hi everyone, this is English Boost session 3. This is the last one that I'm going to record for you, and this is just about structure. So I spoke to you in the last session about language and how you can analyse language, and now I'm going to talk to you about the structure of a text. So we're continuing with the Jaws text by Peter Benchley, and again, as I said in the last video, if you want to hear the whole text read out loud for you, please go back to session 1 and re-listen. You hopefully have got the text in front of you from Jaws. Now when we're looking at structure of the text, we're thinking about why is the writer put things in a certain order. Again, what is their purpose? How are they trying to make us feel? So in the second session, in session 2, we looked at how the writer makes the shark seem like a predator, seem scary, seem frightening. And in this session, I'm just going to talk to you about, well, how do they structure the text to make us feel that way? So if you look here at the start of the text, we start by focusing straight in on the great fish, which we know as a reader from the title and from everything I've told you already, that fish is actually a shark. And we know that he's moving, as it says, silently through the water, which makes him sound threatening, frightening. He's about to do something and we're not sure what it is. He's silent in his movements. We then move on to talk and hear the fish described to us. So the mouth opened just enough, there was a little motion, seems quite docile. Then as we move on to the next paragraph, we have a contrast and we see the land that is described. So we started in the sea, now we've moved to the land. And then we see our characters, a man and a woman, they've had a few drinks, and they go, the woman decides to go for a swim. We hear all about her then as the extract moves on, and then we zoom in and we see that the man himself has fallen asleep. So there's that sense that she's unprotected, she's alone, she runs at the water, and you almost hear the contrast between the silent shark and the moving woman, the noise of her splashing into the water. She falls slightly and then she jumps in across the wave. Then again, we go back to the fish, the shark, 100 yards offshore. The fish senses a change in the rhythm, and this is where we see the danger start to emerge. The fish knows that something's going on. And then we move to the woman, and we know from earlier in the text, we know that the writer said that she was swimming untutored. She's not a great swimmer. She's not a fast swimmer, a strong swimmer. Compared to our fish who can suddenly move and move quickly. Then we continue to switch between woman and shark and then back to the woman. And then as the text ends, 2 quick thrusts of the tail, the shark was upon her, and we know that she has been consumed by the shark. So look at the difference. Look how we go full circle. We go from the shark at the beginning to the shark at the very end. The dominance, the key to this whole piece, what the text is really about. And that was just a quick tour, a quick talk through how you can look at the structure of a text. What I'm now going to do for this third session is give you another one that you could then do independently. Now this one I've chosen is a non-fiction text, so it's about the first man on the moon. And the first thing, back to what we did in session 1, read it through, this time by yourselves, and then you've got your 20 questions to answer. Skim and scan, find the answers, look for the parts of the question. What nationality was the first man to walk on the moon? Look and see if somewhere it says the word nationality that could help you, okay, or where he's from, okay. For the second question, what was his name? Look for a name, okay. Third question, what time did he step onto the moon's surface? Look for numbers here. GMT, okay. Look for numbers. So you're scanning through the text. Then see if you can come up with your own language question. How does the writer use language to describe the experience of landing on the moon? How does the writer use language to describe the surface of the moon? And then finally, looking back at the beginning of this session, how does the writer structure the text? How is it structured? How does it start? How was in the middle? How was at the end? Now, hopefully these 3 sessions, although they've been short, have given you some guidance and some help on how to read texts, how to read for deeper meanings, how to look, always looking for that key understanding of writer's intention. And if you've worked your way through the Jaws text and you've done all of the questions that I asked, and then you've worked your way through the Man on the Moon text and you've done all the questions, and you want even more, I do have some more texts that you could ask your English teacher or myself for, and I can send them to you. Hopefully these sessions have been helpful. Hopefully they've been something that you can listen back to help you with all sorts of different texts. And if there's anything that was unclear, do feel free to ask. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.